我操，这家伙在炸银行，我靠！
Wow, that guy's blowing up a bank. What the heck? He's got a gun. Run. Let's go, go, go. Don't just stand there watching. Look, he's blowing up an ATM. On the evening of February 16th, around 8 p.m., an incident occurred in Shanghai involving a suspected bank robbery. A viral video circulating online shows thick white smoke billowing from an ATM while a man wearing a helmet stands nearby, holding what appears to be a firearm. Other footage shows police officers and firefighters arriving at the scene. One witness commented, "Looks like he came well prepared, setting off smoke bombs at night to rob a bank." Chinese media later confirmed the incident, reporting that the individual involved was a 17-year-old male who had purchased smoke canisters online, typically used in mock combat games. He allegedly set off the smoke outside the bank's entrance and was subsequently apprehended by police. Bank staff confirmed that the bank was closed at the time and no losses were incurred. Media reports also indicated that the suspect's family disclosed a history of mental health issues, with multiple psychiatric consultations in the past. It was reported that he had recently failed to take his prescribed medication and has since been sent to a hospital for a psychiatric evaluation. However, some online commenters expressed skepticism about the mental health explanation. One user questioned, if he really has mental health issues, how was he able to order smoke bombs online and choose a bank as his target? Another wrote, well, at least now he won't have to worry about his next meal. The incident has sparked wider concerns about the ongoing economic struggles in China, even after the Lunar New Year holiday. Many had hoped that businesses would rebound once the holiday ended, but economic difficulties persist, even in traditionally wealthy cities like Shanghai. A TikToker recently posted a video highlighting the sluggish state of the city.
给大家看看上海街头现在的情况。
Let me show you what the streets of Shanghai look like right now. It's Saturday, February the 15th, 2025, at around 12:30 in the afternoon. Technically, the Lantern Festival is over, and people should be back to work and school by now. The streets should be bustling like before, but when I came out to buy something, I saw this and felt really disheartened. I'm in Xuhui district in Shanghai right now. Look around. These 3 storefronts are closed. They used to sell nuts and snacks. This Sanhuang chicken shop is closed too. That's 4 shops. There was a steam bun shop here. It's closed as well. That's 5. And here's a moxibustion clinic, closed. 6 shops. Over here, a shop that sold glutinous rice balls, also closed. 7. Look at the salted goose shop. 8 shops shut. And this one here, gone for a few days. And now there's a sign saying the landlord's changed. That makes 9 shops. Across the street, another shop's closed, 10. And then the scallion pancake shop here is closed too. That's 11 shops.
While running a business has become increasingly difficult, finding a job is even harder. In a widely shared video, a delivery worker is seen frantically chasing a man who allegedly stole a meal he had just picked up to deliver.
抓他！给我抓他！
Catch him, stop him, don't run. I'm just a delivery guy. Do you know how hard I work? I left my bike to pick up a meal, and now this other meal is gone. Stop running. Come back. He stole my order. I caught him, but I can't hold him. Just call the police. Another delivery driver passing by says as he walks away. Eventually, the delivery guy catches the person who stole the meal. The thief kneels on the ground as someone steps in to mediate, offering the delivery guy 10 yuan.
不是多少钱的问题。
It's not about the money. You get that, right? He can't just steal my stuff. I work so hard every day delivering food, and now I come back and the meal's gone. In recent years, as China's economy continues to deteriorate, many have turned to food delivery work as a last resort, including former middle-class professionals and fresh university graduates. The growing number of delivery workers has intensified competition, often leading to conflicts with neighborhood security guards, traffic police, and restaurant staff. On February 15th, in Hanzhou, Zhejiang province, a delivery worker lay on the ground in protest. Besides him, a large sign detailed his situation. He had chosen to stay in the city during the New Year holiday rather than returning to his rural hometown in Yunnan, hoping to maximize his earnings. Despite running deliveries while battling a fever, his request for sick leave was denied. After pushing through a morning shift in the rain, he finally went home in the afternoon but was subsequently fired. His wages were reduced to 3 yuan per delivery with additional deductions for his lodging costs. The worker said he was seeking public support. A social media user commented on the incident, writing, "Can you imagine? This is 2025. In the world's second largest economy, workers are still being treated like this. Everywhere you look, you see exploited laborers." China is set to see a record-breaking 12.2 million university graduates this year. However, many graduates, including those with master's and even doctoral degrees, are finding themselves forced into lower-paying jobs. For example, the restaurant chain Hai Di Lao recently made headlines when it openly recruited university graduates for delivery positions. This bleak outlook has overshadowed the Lunar New Year holiday. Many people cut their celebrations short and rush back to the cities to secure their jobs or find new ones. Yet, despite their efforts, many remain unemployed. Finding a job this year is so hard. I came to Guangzhou right after the Lunar New Year, on the 5th day of the holiday. I've been going to interviews every day, but I haven't landed a single job. I've had so many interviews, but either the positions don't match what I was looking for, or the base salary they offer is just too low. A TikToker filmed the scene at a temporary labor market in Guangzhou. This here is the Guangzhou temporary labor market. You wouldn't believe it until you see it. There are crowds of people here looking for jobs. It doesn't look promising at all. People everywhere, but no factories hiring. Seeing this, you could tell most of these people are getting anxious. All these job seekers, but no employers in sight. Everyone's just standing around, glancing back and forth, sizing up the crowd. Look at this and tell me, does this seem like 2025 is going to be an easy year to find a job? Another TikToker commented on the strange atmosphere this year after the holiday. What's going on? No work or no workers? Have you noticed? After the new year, traffic in Guangdong suddenly got worse than during the Spring Festival rush. But look around Dongguan, the streets are empty. Where did everyone go? A TikToker jokes about how he can beat a 50-year-old security guard at the job. I'm 22, a college grad, and I'm working as a security guard. And you think I can't keep up with older guards here? Come on. I spent 16 years studying hard to get a bachelor's degree, and now I'm doing a job people usually get at 50. I just skipped 30 years of detours. Been working for a month now. Already made 4,000 yuan. Easy money. Lately, social media has been flooded with discussions about how tough 2025 will be. A TikToker shared their analysis of the current job market. Unemployment right now, for many, means permanent unemployment. I know someone who used to sell luxury cars, but as we all know, high-end cars haven't been selling well lately, so he left that job. Then, seeing how hot the electric vehicle market was, he applied to several of the top EV companies. Not one hired him. A TikToker recently shared observations about hiring trends in the electric vehicle industry. According to the post, EV companies are predominantly hiring university graduates who are willing to accept lower salaries. The TikToker questioned, why would manufacturers spend money on a top-tier salesperson when they can invest in hardware development or pay influencers to promote their brand? You don't even know who your competitors are anymore. The post added that with the advancements in artificial intelligence, losing a job today might mean permanent unemployment, leaving people with no choice but to take on labor-intensive jobs that machines can't perform. A woman in the foreign trade industry described how this year stands apart from previous ones.
We've been back at work for a week now, but business is unusually slow. In past years, everyone reopened right after the holiday. This year, on the first day back, only 2 businesses on our street were open. 3/4 of the companies remain closed. I called some of my friends who also run businesses, and they said they were still in bed because there's no business and they haven't received payments from last year.
The lady noted that collecting foreign trade payments has become significantly more difficult. She said, "We still have many outstanding invoices from last year. If we manage to get the money by March or April, that would already be considered good." She also mentioned that after a week of resumed operations, clients are still hesitant to place orders, and the volume of orders received has shrunk significantly compared to previous years. She said, "The start of 2025 feels bleak." Over the past year, Chinese manufacturers have faced growing pressure due to international trade tensions. In response to what it described as China's excess capacity and dumping practices, the European Union raised tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles. India, Indonesia, and several other emerging markets have also implemented trade barriers against certain Chinese goods, creating significant challenges for Chinese exporters. The ongoing U.S.-China trade war escalated further in February when U.S. President Donald Trump imposed a 10% tariff on Chinese imports. Beijing responded with retaliatory measures, and economists warned that these moves are likely just the beginning. Trump has also announced a reciprocal tariff plan aiming to match tariff rates imposed by America's trade partners, a strategy that could significantly impact China's foreign trade sector. David Huang, an American economist, commented on the issue, explaining that China has not fully adhered to the World Trade Organization commitments it made when joining the organization in 2001. He said, "China pledged to reduce tariffs, but instead raised the cost of imported goods through consumption taxes and value-added taxes. The U.S.'s new reciprocal tariff policy will strip away a significant portion of China's competitive edge." Faced with weak domestic demand and tighter restrictions in key international markets, Chinese manufacturers are scrambling to find alternative export destinations. However, experts point out that no market can match the scale of American consumer demand. The global tariff war is expected to intensify price competition among Chinese exporters, further eroding their profit margins and forcing businesses to cut jobs, reduce wages, or scale back investments. Reuters reported that Richard Chen, the owner of a Christmas decoration factory in southern China, is unsure whether he can keep all 80 of his employees this year. Chen said, "There's just no profit margin left." Another factory manager, who requested anonymity, added, "There are too many companies in China's foreign trade industry. It's become extremely difficult for everyone." A TikToker analyzed the economic situation after the Lunar New Year holiday. People say the economy is supposed to pick up after the new year, but from what I've seen, it's only getting worse. Just look at the shops around my building. There are 4 or 5 apartment complexes nearby, and we used to have 3 vegetable shops downstairs. The most expensive one closed down. We had 2 fruit stores. The pricier one is gone too. There were 4 or 5 restaurants nearby, and 2 still haven't reopened after the holiday. I feel anxious for the owners. I've also seen 4 or 5 places with for lease signs recently. A real estate office, a breakfast shop, a beef noodle place, even a Hongmen chicken restaurant. But you know what's struggling the most? Hair salons. They've reopened after the Lantern Festival, but when you walk in, they're empty. You might see 1 or 2 men or kids getting haircuts, but no women coming in to get their hair done. He remarked that Vanke Real Estate is grappling with a debt crisis. Wang Jianlin's Wanda Group is selling off more malls. Suning and Shanshan Group might undergo restructuring. When even these established giants are struggling, what hope is there for smaller businesses? The downturn has hit the restaurant industry particularly hard. One industry insider shared a video describing the situation in major cities. This post-holiday period feels off. During Lantern Festival, and even now, restaurants, bars, construction sites, across industries, things are quieter than usual. We've tried everything at our bar. Lantern riddles, free tangyuan, prize draws, but no one came. It's almost laughable. It feels even colder than the coldest winter nights last year. I've never seen anything like it. He said that his restaurant, which combines online and offline operations, is seeing terrible results. He said that he can't imagine how those without an online presence are staying afloat. I don't know. If things don't improve soon, I'll shut my doors. I can't keep running a business like this. Construction has also taken a significant hit, with many sites unable to resume operations due to unpaid wages.
现在工程行业 欠薪了，已经成。
In construction, delayed wages have become the norm. Project managers are getting stuck with unpaid bills, and many construction sites haven't even resumed work this year. Even if a site starts up, it often shuts down again after a while. Last year, countless site managers were left empty-handed after months of hard work. This year is turning into a paycheck chase year for construction. There's just no hope left in the industry. A TikToker from Guangzhou shows how deserted the city feels after the holiday.
半年回来啊，整个广州好像没人。
After the new year, Guangzhou feels empty. Where did everyone go? Look at this street. It's practically deserted. I don't know if you've noticed, but before the holiday, the metro was packed. Now it's empty. No crowds, no buzz. Even the restaurants that reopened aren't seeing that post-holiday surge in customers. The pressure on young people in these big cities is intense, and it's hitting businesses hard. The food spot near our office used to be packed. Now, several haven't even reopened. This vlogger said that the wholesale market in the South 3rd Street in Suzhou City is on the verge of collapse.
石家庄南三条批发市场。
I've been sitting here all day, and there have been more shop owners than customers. Is this just a downgrade in spending? No, this feels like people have stopped spending altogether. These days, everyone's holding tight to their wallets. Doing business right now is getting harder by the day. If this continues, more shops will close. I work in Suzhou doing loan services, and I know a lot of small business owners. One guy really stood out to me. He used to run 8 wholesale shops at the South 3rd Street Market. His business was booming. Now he's out of the game. He says he can't bear to come back to a place that holds so many bitter memories. The economic difficulties have become visible even in tourist hotspots like Sanya, Hainan Province, where increasing numbers of people are seen sleeping on the streets.
三亚露宿的人们。
And then there's Sanya. Just look at the people sleeping on the streets. One TikToker said, "The wave of unemployment is growing more intense. For ordinary people, 2025 looks like it will be a year of immense hardship and anxiety."